boot of tyranny on your neck if it's Trump's boot of tyranny.
This is Brian from High Impact Flicks. He's live right now, so I didn't back it quite up. It's only been on a few minutes. He's talking about how if Obama said what Trump said, you would be flipping out and not wanting to deal with him. Something about a tweet he just did. So he's really irate about the tweet. And I'm going to press the play button.
That's what it amounts to, guys. It's tyranny or liberty. It's go time or no time. You're either all show and no go, or you're all go and you're just talking about. We don't need to just talk about it anymore. We need to stand up and stand for freedom, and that the only way that's going to work is if we stand together. That's it. And it is an animating contest of freedom. It's not going to be an easy road. If you want to walk the road of freedom, it won't be easy. That's why it's the animating contest of freedom. The price of freedom, in Jefferson's words, the price of freedom is eternal vigilance. That takes work. You can't take your oar out of the water and expect.
Welcome to New York.
You take your oar
You look like you're from out of town.
We are.
Very courageous ladies.
You stop working out.
Look at that. You must have God on your side.
Yes, of course.
That's what's
Couple
up.
nurses trying to come help. Texas.
Texas. Oh man, I heard about Texas with the tornadoes.
Yes. Yes.
So maybe you guys got the inside scoop and really down with what's really going on?
Yeah.
Ah? Bye. She says, yeah. Get out of Texas, ladies. I'm sending the whatever it is to pick you up. Wow.
You start exerting that effort, that animating contest of freedom. That's it. You will go backwards. And that, by the way, that animating contest of freedom, it's against the current. You're literally walking in the opposite direction of the masses. The brain dead, blind masses who don't have two brain cells to rub together because they're hooked in to the morphine drip of mainstream media chaos and insanity. They're distracted, deceived, and divided, and therefore we're easily conquered. That's why when you try to open your business right now, you're gonna have a whole we got a little problem here. Old Schmitty decided to open his old barbecue, and he's got about 3 people out there. Oh, wait a second, there's 12 people. Oh my God, he went against the 10-person rule, and they aren't practicing social distancing. You need to get somebody out here. That's why we got that right now, because people are literally so checked in to fake stream, lamestream media. They're so checked into, hey, I voted for Trump this year. Oh man, I voted for Hillary. Well, can you imagine how much worse it'd be if Hillary was president? I really hope nobody's still saying that. Can you imagine how we have full-blown socialism? This is a Bernie Sanders wet dream right here, to watch all those miles and miles of people in those socialist bread lines just waiting for their food handout, their food stipend. And now everybody's biting their nails about this $1,200, which isn't going to be worth a hill of beans once you start spending it, because the prices are going to go up. You have a whole bunch of paper chasing too few goods. Those prices are going to rise. You got government getting involved, prices rise, and quality goes down. So if you're not outraged at what Trump did, when you know damn well you would have been outraged if Hillary wrote the same thing, or if Barack Obama wrote it, you'd be all up in arms. So what am I talking about? I'm just going to finish this out, and I'm going to tell you why you don't want a centralized authority. And if I'm wrong, correct me. For the purpose of creating conflict and confusion, some of the fake stream media, like I said in the last video, not everything's fake stream news says is wrong. You have to parse out what is truth. I don't care who said it. Is it true?
Where the hell are the cops?
A broken clock is right twice a day. For the purpose of creating conflict and confusion, some of the fake news media are saying that it's the governor's decision to open up the states, not that of the President of the United States and the federal government. Let it be fully understood. This is incorrect.
Cop right there.
Like, rightly so, in the last video, behold, the 10th Amendment.
So
the powers not
bizarre.
delegated to the United States by the Constitution nor prohibited by it to the states or reserved to the states respectively or to the people. That completely shows you that fake stream media was correct. Do I love fake stream media? No, but you know what I hate? I hate tyranny. I hate lies. I love truth. And 120.1 thousand people liked this, and surprisingly 29.7 thousand people retweeted it. Like, this is some great thing. But here's why you don't want a federal power, and this is what I wanted to sum it up. This sums it up from Thomas Woods. I don't know if you know who Thomas Woods, but he summed it up perfectly. What happened in the U.S., this is regarding the Civil War, what happened in the U.S. instead was a war that has been called the greatest atrocity of the 19th century. No one mourns the passing of the slave system, because a lot of people think, oh, it was about freeing the slaves. No, it was about secession of the states. The Civil War is about states' rights. Tyrant Lincoln wanted to be the monarch over all the states and create a centralized power. No bueno. No bueno. But those who can see nothing more than slavery at stake in this context,
I gotta do it. When's the next time I'm gonna be able to do this? I gotta make a U-turn. If I can make a U-turn on this block. Where are the police? There was all cops here the other night. Tons of cops. Where are they?
So they can know that I'm homeless. I'm not just screaming. That's why he's recording. Because he knows I'm telling the truth. My mother, she want to hurt me. She can go to jail and hell for what she want to do in the Bronx. She want to lie to the cops and try to get the cops to do something bad to people, right? She could go to the courthouse and tell them what she did in the house to me.
How old are you?
I'm 25 years old.
Okay.
And my mother's gonna go to jail tomorrow morning when I go to the apartment.
Is this your mother that birthed you or your house mother? Okay.
She's going to jail. She's going to hell too.
Yeah. I know all about those feelings.
Things to my body. She hurt my neck. She hurt my back. I'm suing my mother. She tried to take me away from this earth. I'm in Times Square right now where all the theaters are at. This is a big image.
What year is it?
It's 2020.
What month is it?
It's April.
What date is it?
It's the 13th, my dude.
How?
I need everybody to look at this umbrella. This man is recording me.
And I
I'm
be
telling the truth. I never lied to the city of New York. Because if you lie, you can go to hell.
wow.
My name is David Yearwood. I'm from the Bronx Documentary Artist Project. I am a famous artist.
You got any money in your pocket?
I don't have much money.
You have any money?
I only got $4 in my pocket. Because nobody don't have it. I'm looking, man. They try to hurt me. Take my money and my escape.
Yo, here.
God bless you, man.
Hold your head. Hey, yo. That thing you're going through with your moms, never look for her to change or forgive you. Let's let it go. Forgive her. You heard? Because she'll never say sorry. Alright? She'll never say sorry, so forgive her. Somebody just bought something new. Got that paper plate. Pow. Boom. He said, I got $3 or $4 in my pocket. I've been there. Now, he got $24 in his pocket. I know what's it like to have so much hatred in your heart for your moms. I know what that feels like. It's not a good feeling. I know what's it like to just truly not feel like you're ever gonna get right because of your moms. I call that Soriano truth. My mother was a piece of work, boy. Ooh-wee. The type of woman that should go to prison. She should have did about 2 to 4 years. You know? Years old. Obviously, he's lost his mind to some degree, but he knew today's date, time, and year. That was no joke, man. That was no joke. That was emotional. That was so emotional. That was so emotional. Man, I felt that. And like my father says, listen, son, if you have your mind, you have your health, you know, it's like no money can ever fix that. You know, if you're not, it's like, in other words, like, so if money, like this guy, money was a problem for him. You know, and I helped, you know, like, I solved some of that for him. I don't even know. I'm rambling. I just was really like, I don't know. That was just a lot. It seems like my mother will always be on my mind. Like she will never go away. Jesus Christ. What the hell? And I left home at 14 years old, man. Did my own thing, raised myself. Was an emancipated minor at the age of 15 years old. It's like, New York is a ghost city for real. It is a straight up ghost city. I just drove by the guys that sell the little pipes. Man, I was going too fast. Thank you for riding with me through the city, to the tri-state, where I try to show day by day the differences that the city makes, the changes that this city makes. So a lot of the blocks I go over and over again, I'm not necessarily looking to cover all the neighborhoods, but I'm looking to go over the places that I've been so that we can see the changes. We can see day by day how things have changed. And yes, they have. It is now 8:20. I got in touch with wifey because, you know, the deal is kind of like I'm going to be home by 8 o'clock. You know, I try to do as much videoing as I can before 8 o'clock so I can get home. But she said that they're just doing soup, and she's going to cut up some bok choy and put the rest of the broccoli and the bok choy in the soup. So, you know, we got those really cool bowls of soup, those Chinese soups, you know, like ramen kind of a style. And like better than like the stuff that college kids have in the pack, you know, like the oodles and noodles, you know, like 10 times better than that. And so we're gonna add the fresh vegetables to it. So she was on top of that. She says, "Don't worry about it. Take your time." So that's when I said, "I'm gonna go through Times Square real quick," you know. And this is Madison Square Garden. And usually outside here is popping. Okay. Good old shoe. I'm still singing Good Old Shoe. This guy looks very nervous as I turned. The one standing, so kind of made me stop and say, "What's he doing?" And look, there's like a baby carriage next to them, but it's not. There's no baby in the baby carriage. No baby in the baby carriage. February, September 4th. Madison Square Garden, of course. Look at that. I love this. Just take a moment and just look at this. So much history here. You know? And there are times where on these steps you can count up to at least 50 people sleeping on these steps for the last, 20 years, 30 years, maybe 40 years. At night, people would sleep on the steps, and it seems like the other night there were a few people here. We got a few people right there. And there's a few people out here still. Normally, this corner here is popping. I kind of got a little fixated in that post office that I didn't look across the street here. But normally, this corner here, this is the 8th Avenue corner of 33rd Street. This corner is popping with people. Yeah. A lot of photographers, a lot of people capturing these, chronicalizing these events, this city, and just everything that's happening. So, wow. I'm gonna put Brian back on from High Impact Vlogs. He also has a channel called High Impact Flicks.
Dismissed the insight of men like Lord Acton, who saw in this victory for centralization a defeat for the values of civilized life in the West. It was a victory for centralization. When you have a victory for centralized power, you automatically have a loss of liberties. Why? The reason you want states to retain their own sovereignty and their own power is because if things go south, excuse the pun, if things go south in Texas, you can move to New Mexico. You can move to Arkansas. You can move to Oklahoma. You can move to any other state. And then what happens is you have competition between the states. Okay, where are people likely to have the security of the maximum amount of freedom? Oh, it's South Dakota. Everybody goes to South Dakota. The economy explodes because everybody wants to be there. And then Texas goes, you know what? We better get our act together and get rid of this tyranny and start introducing a little bit more freedom. If you have a centralized power, you eliminate that competition, and that's exactly what government does. They specialize in eliminating competition. When you eliminate competition, you suspend freedom. You suspend the free market. You increase manipulation. You increase consolidated power in the hands of a few psychopaths. Whereas at least with the states being separate from a centralized authority, them making their own decisions, them maintaining and retaining their sovereignty, you have hope for freedom. You don't have to travel across the ocean to go search for freedom.